Welcome to Local SEO in 10. This is your go-to podcast for answers about how you can grow your local business online easily and quickly. Brought to you by local SEO experts Magnified Media in Walnut Creek, California. In each 10-minute episode, our digital marketing expert Adam Duran answers your questions on how you can get more leads for your business fast. Remember, if you're not taking care of this part of your business right now, you can bet your competitors are. And now, here's our host with the questions, Jamie Duran, and our expert with the answers, Adam Duran.
All right, Adam.
Whoa! Hello, Jamie.
All right, I am excited about today's topic.
Oh, me too. Why are you so excited?
Because I thought of it, of course.
Okay, so let me. Here. What's today's topic then, Jamie?
Well, let's see. YouTube is a pretty big search engine,
yes,
and it's owned by Google. So
yes,
it would stand to reason that I should do a lot of YouTube videos in order to help my SEO.
Yes, and for local SEO, it can actually prove pretty valuable. And
nice.
there's some reasons about that, but you know what is? There's a joke. It's pretty lame, but here we go. What does Google love more than money?
Google.
Correct. I think I've said that before. Google is in love with Google, and what that means is if you use a Google property to, and then Google sees that you're using that property, it gives the very high domain authority. So it gives some kind of link juice to that property. And we can use that to pass that link juice onto our local business. So there's a whole bunch of ways to do this. But today what I wanted to just go through is talk about how you can use YouTube to boost your local SEO. Because it's most likely not something that your local competitors are doing. And if they are, it's very, very slim pickings. So it's pretty easy to stand out. And it's also really, really important for you to do to boost your local results.
Okay.
All right. So, you know, I know that getting in front of the camera can be tough. But if you have something to say, if you're a local business, I highly recommend you start getting into the habit of producing content and producing content for YouTube. So once you do that, once you have your video, you can, say, what you can interview yourself, for example. Why did you get into this business? Why do you do what you do? Talk about your unique selling points, all that stuff. It matters, of course, because someone's gonna see that video. But once you do that, there's a lot of little things that we recommend that you do to make that video help send juice back to your website and then thus back to your rankings within Google.
And
okay?
Google loves Google.
Google loves Google. That's very true. So one of the things that we want you to do is once you make your video, you're going to have to go through a whole bunch of stuff like, your description and then some other stuff. One of the most important things is you want to geotag. You want to put the location of that video. So that means your business location. As a local business, you should already have a Google My Business. So if you type in your business name into that location, it'll pop up. So that's one thing. You're tagging your name, the name of your business, and your Google My Business in that video. Make sense?
Yes, I'll save my questions for the end.
Okay, here we go. Next thing you want to do is in the description, you're going to have some links that link back to your website. So that's really important. So that way you're making the connection between your Google My Business, that YouTube video, and your website. So that reinforces those connections and it helps with your ranking. The other stuff you want to put in there is your NAP. Your NAP is your name, address, and your phone number. And I also recommend that you put in your hours of operation. So, Monday through Friday or whatever your Google My Business already says, you can just copy and paste that right into that description. You have thousands of characters that you can put in there. So take full advantage, put in your name, address, phone number, your hours. I would also put in your some directions. So driving directions from some local places. So some local landmarks. And then the last link you definitely want to put in there, it's called your Google My Business CID.
Okay. What does that stand for?
Customer ID. So
Okay.
actually what this is, it's a big long stream of numbers, and it'll be in your address bar. So it is a little complicated to get that Google My Business CID. Just Google, how do I get my Google Business CID? And it's like a 3 or 4 step process, too convoluted to go through on a podcast. But you can definitely, it's like I said, 3-step process, 4-step process, very easy. Put that link in your description along with a link to your business website. The last thing or other things you want to do is you can embed that video that you just put up on YouTube back on your site. So if you have location pages, or if you have anything about, some kind of expert authority building article, you should put that video in there. So Google kind of keeps track of that as well. What you're doing is, once again, reinforcing that association. So those are some super easy or super, I guess, meaningful and impactful things that you want to do for every video. Last one I wanted to mention is, this is kind of a weird one. When you make that video, it's on your computer, sitting on your desktop, it's going to have some crazy name like whatever, 541025.mp4 or whatever, MOV or whatever. Change that to your Google category name. So if you are a plumber, you would just put, and your city, so plumber, Stockton, and then you can have something about the video, how to fix a faucet or something like that. But you definitely want to have your category and your city name in there, in that title of that file. So that way, when you upload it, Google is keeping track of the name of that movie that you just made. And in your description, you want to use that information as well. So have the title of your video, then your city name and your category. That alone will make sure that whenever someone searches for that service in Google, one of the results will be a list of your videos, which is awesome. And like Jamie said, Google's the second biggest search engine. So we want to take advantage of that. Okay.
All right. Yeah, that makes sense for all of that.
Here we go. Your questions are waiting. Go for it.
All right. Biggest one is, since this is going to be a representation of your business, what kind of budget would you say you need to put together? I mean, imagine it's like a TV commercial, but you don't want to spend, $10,000 on a commercial that, 6 people are going to view. So does it make sense? Or, what are your recommendations in terms of the content?
So there's 2 audiences when you're creating content. One is Google and one is for people. So you just want to keep that in mind. If you're going to be creating content for people, then of course it's better to make a lot of nice looking videos. You can, but nowadays people don't mind if the video is entertaining. If it's entertaining, that's all we want. If that increases the view time, and that's what Google keeps track of, or YouTube keeps track of. So you don't have to spend tons of money. You can just record yourself. One of our clients is a plumber, and now he's recording himself fixing stuff. And when he's in a client's home, he gets their permission, of course. And then he just has a tripod, and he records himself fixing, and he turns back to the camera and says, yeah, I'm doing whatever. And then the video fast forwards when it's boring, and then he turns back to the camera, says, okay, this is what we're going to do next. He makes jokes while he's doing it. Really, really nice. Finally, he started doing them, and the more he does them, the more people love him. It's perfect for what he wants. He wants lots of local people to know who he is, so that way he is their go-to plumber. So even though he's giving free advice about, hey, this is how you fix something, he's also being entertaining. He's building a relationship. All of that stuff. So it doesn't, once again, it just doesn't have to be, you don't have to have a camera crew out there with you with lighting and stuff. You can just use your iPhone. If you want to get slick, get a tripod. It does not have to be, you don't have to spend thousands of dollars. Sorry, my videographer friends.
So my extremely high standards would not be appreciated in YouTube, where I have cars jumping multiple buses and, roll bars and stuff like that. No,
Nah.
not this necessary. Okay.
No, sorry. Well,
All right.
It depends if what you're selling, but yes, I would, for local businesses, you don't have to get super slick, but there are people who do. And, you know, so look at your competition level. You know, he's a plumber. The other plumbers in his area aren't doing any of this. So that's a really great differentiating factor. If you are in an industry like you're a real estate agent, you know, they are pumping money into beautiful houses and beautiful tours. And so, you know, look at your competition. If they are spending tons of money, then you can think about how you want to use your money effectively to counter that.
Very good. Well, that's all the time of questions that we only have time for one question.
If you have one, if you are like Jamie and you have super high standards, I recommend searching for animated video production. So you can go on Fiverr or other places, and you can get really nice animated videos done for you. If you're embarrassed and don't, you have to write the script, 300 words or something like that. You can get those done for like $300-400. It's not that they're not crazy expensive, and it is content. It will be entertaining, and that's good too.
All right, that sounds great. Any final thoughts? I have 1,000 more questions, but I will gladly submit those on our Facebook page and have you answer those offline.
All right. That's all I got for today.
All right. Very good. Make sure to share this podcast out and let people know that YouTube is a search engine as well as a place where people post their crazy videos. And make sure to rank and review and rate our podcast, Local SEO in 10, wherever you got it. It really helps our rankings. So with that, we will see you next week.
See you later, party people.
That's all for now. Thanks for listening to this episode of Local SEO in 10 with Google local marketing expert Adam Duran. Join us each week for answers to your questions on how to best harness the power of the internet to grow your business. Speaking of questions, got some? Message us through our Facebook page, Local SEO in 10, and we'll be sure to give you your answer on an upcoming episode. This episode of Local SEO in 10 is brought to you by Magnified Media, the leading online marketing agency in Northern California, who invite you to grow your business by magnifying your online visibility and credibility. Visit them on the web at www.magnifiedmedia.com. Magnify your business, magnify your profits.